What's up, B2? Capital G here. Got an excellent clash for you guys to check out. We have two different archetypes with two fundamentally different strategies here. These archetypes don't really play the same type of Yu-Gi-Oh! You've got World Chalice down here at the bottom. It's a hyperlink deck. It's fast, furious, and aggressive. And then at the top, although the opening hand may not appear to be, this is actually Altergeist. And Altergeist is more of a slow stun-based deck. I think that when Altergeist get their new link monster, when they get Hextia, I think the deck's going to get so much better because Prime Banshee is kind of garbage, and that's where the deck ultimately is. Hexia allows the deck to stun really hard, and you guys are going to see that because she can negate spells and traps, and then the deck already has a continuous Divine Wrath where that can negate monster effects. So don't think we need much more setup here. Let's go ahead and roll it. Obviously, pretty good hand in the top in my opinion. So, World Chalice has a Kaiju, Machine Duplication. He just has a set card, and then he plays the Field Spell. Didn't even realize the Field Spell was a thing for World Chalice, but it allows World Chalice to summon back a monster from the graveyard when a monster has been destroyed by battle. You're going to see Crystal Wing hit the board off of the Ice Bell, and even though his monster was destroyed by battle, it's fine. Trick Clown's not going to activate for some reason. That's fine, I guess. And I think he set Lee, the World Chalice Fairy, which it's going to come back. It's going to try and activate. Crystal Wing's going to say no, and I think he probably should have just not activated it there. That would have done a little better. He is going to Kaiju, and then he's going to go into Indunk, and Indunk is just going to blow up the Kaiju when it attacks it. So now he's going to activate Lee's effect, but that's going to get hit with a copy of Ash Forehead. And it kind of sucks because even, I mean, we know, obviously he doesn't know, but you know that even if he tries to activate Lee again, she's probably not going to resolve because there's another copy of Ash Forehead just kind of waiting. Now, the Altergeist don't have any proactive plays, and the World Chalice player is going to recover a couple of his cards from his spell. I forget exactly what. I think it's World Chalice Blessing. You target two different World Chalice monsters in your graveyard with different names, and you add them to your hand. He is going to summon Aurum after the first one got hit with Ghost Ogre, and it's a very good card. It can summon Christia from the graveyard, so that's why you want Christia in the graveyard. Once again, Altergeist not really doing much of anything. He has a couple of copies of Materialization, which is the Call of the Haunted in his hand. Ash Blossom is going to hit Lee again. And I thought, all right, man, I guess, you know, I guess that World Chalice is showing up to play. Brilliant Fusion is going to change things a little bit. It's going to give him at least a couple of cards on the field. He's going to Tribute. Now he goes into Hexia. Once he gets Hexia, I feel like the deck kind of comes online. And the cool thing about Hexia is when Hexia dies, it also makes it so that she can just search a card from the deck. Now you always want to summon, you see him use Materialization. You always want to summon a card, one of your Altergeist monsters, to a zone that Hexia is pointing to, because Hexia gains attack based on that monster's attack as well. So she jumps up to 3,200, which is pretty damn insane for a level 2 link monster, or excuse me, a link 2. Christia is going to hit the board, and he got down really low here. I thought maybe the duel was over as he gets 300, but he is going to get that search, and this card is awesome, man. This is like one of the best cards. 500 attack, it can attack directly, and it can send Christia straight to the graveyard, and now he's going to activate the Call of the Haunted. He's going to go ahead and clash, and it doesn't matter that Hexia dies because Hexia is going to search. I believe that this was summoned off Aurum's effect, but it's not really going to matter that much. And now he summons Hexia back again. She gains that 500 attack. Now he's going to activate that continuous Divine Wrath, and this is the lock that I'm talking about. Once you have this out, once you have Hexia, plus you have a copy of Protocol, you have a walking Divine Wrath and a walking Spell and Trap negation, which I'm not really sure what to equate that to. What is it? Magical Musketeers have a card that does that, but I can't exactly remember what its name is. I believe that the Beacon, or the World, yeah, the World Chalice World Legacy card was played, but Machine Duplication is just shut down, and now he can just attack. He can attack over that, so it's looking really bad here as Hexia is just going to clash. He's going to try and activate. Hexia just says no. He's just negating everything. Hexia is going to give him another copy or another search, and he's adding back the Call of the Haunted, the Materialization, over and over again, and he activates it immediately. He chains Emergency Teleport, which was smart because otherwise Hexia could have negated and the duel would have been over. He tries to activate another card effect, and Hexia is just like, no, no. Too much negation going on. He goes for Ib. Ib is going to attack, and he can't do that final bit of damage because I like to call this thing a horse, even though it's not. It kind of looks like a horse. This is the one that can be summoned straight from your hand. and it can not only stop an attack, but it can negate your opponent's monster. He's not able to do that last bit of damage. And look at the life points, 100 to 300. This is coming down to the wire, and I believe ultimately he's just going to attack directly. This card is a ultra rare, if I'm not mistaken. I might actually pick up Altergeist because it actually seems like my type of deck. It's just, without Hexdia, I feel like it's not even a feasible deck. But once this deck gets Hexdia, man, if you get Hexdia and you get the Protocol in the field, you can do some serious damage. You definitely can lock your opponent out of monster effects, spell effects, and then obviously trap cards as well. So anyways, whatever you guys thought, leave it in the comment section below. Actually, you know what? Let me just show you guys really quickly what a mock, or what this version of the Altergeist looks like, because I'm pretty sure people are interested in that. So this is what Altergeist look like on paper, or at least this is the build that was in that duel. I'm not really sure if Altergeist are strong enough on their own to be an archetype that you don't need to use any other monsters with. Usually you'll see them combined with another strong spellcaster archetype. You'll see maybe Prophecy thrown in there, or Wind Witches Invoked would be another example. That's because the Altergeist archetype is all spellcaster. Invoke kind of works because not only do you get to use the Spellbook of Life, which is offered by Prophecy as well, but all of these monsters, or the attributes, are kind of all over the place, which is why Invoke can kind of work with it. But I think I like Wind Witches a little more, although Invoked is pretty good, because you don't have to commit your normal summon to that, because these are two cards that you do want to normal summon. Obviously this one gets you a trap immediately, and this is a card you want to normal summon because it can attack directly and then send a card on your opponent's side of the field to the graveyard. The trap is really good. Actually, they're both really good. This one is kind of the walking Divine Wrath, and then this one is a Call of the Haunted, but you can also banish the card to get other trap cards. So it's like it's a Call of the Haunted that actually just nets you a plus. So very interesting deck. I probably will profile this in real life. We'll have to see how things go.